get that 50 going. Nick, right hand into 252. Get up, 50. Get up, women, go! Get up, women, go!
Snowy brings his Wimex Land Rovers up to the ridge line to support 6 and 7 platoons. The soldiers fired javelin missiles and their 50 cal machine guns. Almost immediately, we come under fire from another Taliban position.
We're taking incoming ourselves now. Yeah, I know, we can feel it. Be aware of that, you're going to go over the top. You see them there now, you're the back there. Yeah, see them shots.
We're now taking, coming from just over there. The guys are firing at a compound and they're landing over just over our heads, just over there.
Down the hill in the green zone, 7 platoon are pinned down just 60 feet from the Taliban position. 6 platoon are on a roof 250 metres behind the enemy. They target the rear of the Taliban position to support 7 platoon. So far the battle has lasted an hour and 7 platoon are still pinned down.
Keep going!
So Snowy, you're just actually taking out those compounds now. You're just actually aiming at those. Are you IDing anybody from there?
We'll suppress them. There's 2 guys in there.
Yeah.
Firing at us. What we'll do, we'll suppress them and keep their heads down, basically.
Yeah.
They're all coming soon.
There's 3 trees there, the big one in the middle.
Keep them suppressed, keep them in that position until the air comes and then kills them. It's the best way. Why don't you go around the other side of the women?
Just below us, another fire support group led by Corporal Cy Thorne lays down fire onto the Taliban. Every group is working to keep the enemy pinned down to prevent them escaping the impending airstrike.
Yeah, that's 250. 251 is directly behind us as we look. I've got a clear line of fire. 252.
Managed to suppress the compound. They've called in. You should be here in about 4 minutes.
Stop firing.
Stop firing! Stop firing! Tell him!
Nick.
Stop firing! They seem to stop firing back though, don't they? Yep. Mate, you take incoming there.
Yeah.
Incoming there, yeah?
Just in front of us. Keep going. The boss is now calling air in. Okay?
Calling air!
The contact has been ongoing for 3 hours. The enemy are pinned down and in the right position for the fast air to drop its bombs.
There it is, look. Got it?
Contact with the enemy. Just as an F-16 runs a strafing run. One thing that's been very noticeable and the guys have commented on is how good the US Air Force are in terms of dropping bombs on the enemy. And this is in light of the Blue and Blue incident. And one thing that's very apparent is that they've formed a bond, and the boys are hanging around to make sure that everybody extracts very, very safely.
One Royal Anglian had been fighting the Taliban for 3 hours. To end the battle, they called in an airstrike. Now, there is silence.
The contact appears to be over. The F-16s have left. The soldiers in the battlefield are now leaving under the cover of the fire support group. These guys will stay here now and cover them until the soldiers are in relative safety. However, they are the last to leave, and they generally get shot at as they're departing.
6 and 7 platoons pull out of the green zone, satisfied that the Taliban are dead or have run away to fight another day. We leave our position to meet up with them. It's good to see Woody George and the men approaching. It's been their first engagement since the Blue on Blue incident, and it's a relief to see them back safe. Back at base, I'm told the operation has been a success. The Taliban radios, usually busy with chatter, have gone silent. It's a good indication that a number of enemy have been killed. The next day, I get my first chance to speak to 5 platoon since I was on patrol with them in Nowzad 2 months ago. We meet in the cool breeze of the mountain peaks high above the dam. It was from here they provided covering fire on the day of the Blue on Blue.
3 guys were killed in the Blue on Blue only a week ago. How's that affected you guys?
It was hard for me because my best mate from home, sort of thing, I've known him since before he joined the army. Sort of, he was one of the casualties, and that was kind of hard for me to get my head around at first. And then when I found out there was, like, obviously T4s and stuff, like the attitude and everything around the hill, sort of thing, everyone just dropped, especially because of how it happened as well.
But I just felt completely helpless. Not that if I could have done anything different if I'd actually been on the ground, but it's, if you're just standing there and you're just hearing the information come in, you just feel, I did, just feel really helpless. Your friends out there who are going through this really, really sort of traumatic time. You can't sleep, you can't sort of sit down, you're just there.
But these things, I mean, it's a bit of hard love, and the situation, how it happened is unfortunate, but it is an accident, and joys of war, these things do and will happen.
There's been a lot of press at home saying that the Americans bomb our boys again. Is that how you feel about it?
No, not at all.
This is a problem. This is a major misconception that they have. They don't understand, as Mark said, you've got the joys of war and things that happen during war. The press misconstrue everything that happens out here. That happened, right? It's very unfortunate that happened, and we're very sorry, and obviously we think about it, and prayers and stuff go to the families and stuff back home. But it's what happens, and the press have to find a